Hi guys, I realized that I have not updated my YouTube channel since my last video about my blood work being off, and so I wanted to make a quick video talking about that. So with my blood work being off and my counts being off, my white counts and my neutrophils and just an alkaline phosphatase was high and things. My platelets leveled out, so that's good. But because of that, my doctor ordered an abdominal ultrasound. So she wanted to look for some hidden infections that could maybe be causing that blood work before she referred me to a hematologist about leukemia. So we did the ultrasound, and it showed that I had some gallstones, and so they referred me to a surgeon. But the ultrasound did not show any infection or inflammation in my gallbladder. It just showed that I had some stones. So the surgeon decided that it really was in my best interest to really not have any surgery on my gallbladder. I'm not having any gallbladder symptoms except for an occasional, maybe an occasional ache in my right side. But other than that, I don't have any sharp pains or any other gallbladder issues. So he decided not to do that. He did say that my blood work would definitely want to be looked into, to concentrate on that part of my health, that I have a lot of health issues, I have a lot going on, and that basically the gallbladder surgery is the least of my concerns right now. So with that, I was referred to a hematologist, oncologist, and I see her next week. And I'm sure it's just going to be initial consultation just to talk to her about my blood work that's been off since December, even before I had any feeding tube. And then she will probably schedule further testing to check that out. When she checks my blood again, who knows, maybe it's perfectly fine now. I don't know. We can hope, but if not, then I'm sure there'll be more investigations, and that's all I'm asking, or hoping for, is that things get checked. I just with my history, it's a little bit concerning, I guess you'd say, with all my issues that I have, and so I just want peace of mind of, if everything's great, that's great, but if not, I just want to be able to get it taken care of, whatever it may be. So that's kind of where we're at. I talked about changing my formula, and we did do that, and it has been successful. So that I can tell so far, symptom wise, my blood work, I'm not sure if my nutrient and my protein levels are any higher yet. The last formula I had, I was able to gain weight on it because I guess the fat content in it, I just gained weight, but I wasn't really absorbing nutrients. And this new formula, I don't have a lot of the GI symptoms, such as the horrible bloating. There was just a lot of things going on. My hair was falling out, just lots of things, and so that all is better. So I'm thankful for it, but it's an extremely expensive formula, and now we have to have the process of insurance covering it. So I'm really praying that they do. It's like $175 for 4 to 6 days. So yeah, but so just pray for insurance to cover that. And then let's see. Oh, my tube is doing okay. My stoma has some granulation tissue, and it's a little bit irritated. If you're in a medical field, granulation tissue is because there's a hole in my abdomen, it's constantly trying to heal itself and producing like the tissue to kind of do that. And it can be extremely painful because the hole will never close because there's a tube in it. So I cauterized it this morning with some silver nitrate, and so hopefully that will ease some of the burning, stinging pain that's in it. But otherwise it's functioning very well. I haven't had any issues, no cloggings or anything. I'm finally getting used to having it, used to having a backpack with me all the time and things like that. Um, but so that's pretty much it, I think. We are just taking it one day at a time, I guess. Um, some days are better than others. I'm still really fatigued. Um, I'm running a fever still. I've been running a fever for months. It's a low grade fever. Has nothing to do with any inflammation or infection, as they have checked everything. I've had part of that update, I guess, would be that they have checked for infection everywhere. Uh, they've checked, my lungs, my urine, my abdomen, and all that stuff. And I don't have any active flares going on, like arthritis wise, I guess. And so um, they're just trying to figure out why my blood is doing what it's doing. So the surgeon did say that the alkaline phosphatase is part of your. It's an enzyme, I believe, and my my bilirubin and I don't remember what other liver enzymes were not elevated. None of those were elevated, just this one. And this one can also be elevated. It's also in your bone. So he said it's good to be. Hopefully they check, possibly do a bone marrow biopsy on me to when I go see the hematologist, to see maybe if something's going on in my bone marrow. But other than that, I appreciate all your prayers, and I'm really at peace. God has really blessed me with peace. I do have days where I can get a little bit down. The days that are harder, like if I'm wanting to do something that day, I have no stamina, so it's really difficult for me to even do a task around the house sometimes without getting out of breath and just really weak and things like that. So those days I kind of can be down a little bit, um but overall I'm at peace. Like, it is well. Like, I'm okay. Um but yeah, so anyway, that's just a quick update. I'll try to keep you guys in a loop with my appointment next week, and see what happens with a hematologist, and see where we go from there. And maybe everything's fine. I don't know. Maybe my blood work is all corrected itself. I don't know. But it's been off since December, so I'm not sure how the trend is going to go. But we'll see. So thanks again for your prayers, and I will see you next time.